Well, I believe that my dream is to just leave a legacy that is music to the world. And I guess kind of what I do, I hope inspires other people, and specifically other young women that may come from cities that aren't music hubs. Being from Albuquerque, New Mexico, there was never really a way for me to have direct influence by the music industry. So I just hope that my story and what I do can inspire other people that feel like they don't have the tools to take the steps and to try to be courageous enough to go find the tools and to like make it happen for themselves, because I think that's what life is about and that's what growth is about. And so I hope that from the things that I've done and will do in the future, people will be inspired to just do what they want to do and not be scared, because I think so many people can't get to where they want to go because of fear. And I think fear is a made up thing in our heads. It's our own personal battle. And so my dream is to see the world and travel with my music and just write stuff that matters and that can make an impact on people from any age or background. I feel like I'm really spoiled to be doing music in, I believe, the best music city in the US, because everybody here has such a collaborative spirit, and it helps so much to be able to evolve and grow as not only a person but a musician when you have people all around you that are inspiring you and wanting to be a part of what you do. And I'm so lucky within the past year to be able to have found a team of people that are on board with who I am musically and are willing to dedicate their time and their talents and gifts to what I really love to do. And I think it's exciting. It's an amazing time to be in Nashville as a creative. There's so many people coming to town and they're excited to work and do what they love to do. And so it's just the synergy and the amount of creativity that is here and at my fingertips has just been the absolute coolest and biggest honor. From an early age, always like grew up listening to my parents like 70s records, and so it was like Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire and like great songwriting like Carole King and James Taylor and John Denver. And so that was such a huge influence for me being young, and just always listening to that music whenever we'd get in the car or my parents would be making dinner and we would blast their music. And so from an early age, I just learned to love and appreciate music in all different kinds. And so I've always just kind of been an expressive person. I love music. And when I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, I was watching like an True Hollywood Story, or maybe it was like some sort of documentary or special on Destiny's Child. And it was talking about how like Beyonce was determined at such a young age to like do voice lessons and really like pave the way for what she wanted to do in the future. And so I thought, okay, like my dad's an airline pilot, my mom's a high school teacher, what am I gonna be when I grow up? Because I've always felt like you had to pick one thing. And I don't really know how I thought of it, but I just thought, I want to be a performer. Like, I want to be on stage, I want to sing, I want to express myself through music. And so I went to my parents and I asked them, can I please take voice lessons? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So they threw me in voice lessons and I loved it. It was just like an instant kind of thing. And I just knew from those like early years of doing like local talent shows and plays that I felt most at home expressing myself on a stage and singing music. And so it really all kind of moved fast when I got accepted to Grammy Camp. And it's this young adult or young industry professional camp hosted by the Grammy Foundation. And I felt like such an odd man out. I was from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Everybody there was from different parts of the US that I'd never been to, and so I felt like, oh my gosh, like I can't hold my weight here. And it just really pushed me to like push all the limits that I had set for myself. And so I came home after my first Grammy camp, and I came back to my second one, and it brought me to Nashville. And I was blown away by the community here in Nashville and the creative culture of everybody having a hand in the entertainment industry, whether it's producing, engineering, songwriting. And so it just kind of like lit a fire. And so I went home, I spent my first year at the University of New Mexico, and I thought, you know, if I'm meant to do music, like if this is meant to be my thing, it'll come back to me. Like, if you love something, you let it go, and if it comes back, it's meant for you. And so I just didn't do music at all. And then my friend from Grammy camp called me, and she was like, hey, are you happy? Like, are you living your purpose? Are you happy in your life? And I realized that I was miserable because I wasn't doing what I love to do, and I wasn't pushing myself. And so I kind of thought about it for a while, and then I absolutely picked up and left. I quit my job. I left my school, everything, and I packed up my little Volvo and drove with my dad about 1,000 miles to Nashville, and it's just been the best experience of my life, and it's been the scariest thing. But my music is so influenced by, you know, the great songwriters that I used to listen to when I was little, and just being in Nashville, feeling like the inspiration to embrace country music, but to also have the freedom of integrating pop fusion. And so some artists that I like really look up to because I think they capture it perfectly are Keith Urban. He's huge for me, such a role model in what he does musically. And so yeah, I'm so excited just to be able to take what gets me excited about music and integrate my roots and where I'm from in New Mexico and a different perspective to country music. And so I'm really excited for the future and for new projects, and just to continue to evolve and always be inspired by things and not to be scared doing things that I'm not used to. So.